If I could go back in time and talk to myself on my wedding day, I'd say, you have no idea what you're getting into, but you're going to learn a lot. After 30 years of marriage, I've walked through love, laughter, struggle, silence, joy, and pain. And while every couple's story is different, there are some lessons that stay true for all of us. In this video, I'll share the 5 most powerful lessons I wish I had known earlier, especially number 3. That one, it saved my marriage more than once. Whether you're newly married or have decades under your belt, these reflections just might change the way you love. Lesson number 1, communication isn't just talking, it's listening too. In the early years of marriage, I thought we were good communicators. We talked about bills, the kids, weekend plans, and even our dreams. But with time, I realized we were talking a lot, but listening very little. Real communication isn't just about words. It's about hearing what the other person is really trying to say. Too often, I'd respond to my spouse while half listening, or worse, trying to defend myself. We both did it, and slowly that created distance. What I've learned is that true communication happens when we listen not to reply, but to understand. When you pause, look them in the eyes, and just listen with love, something magical happens. You create safety. You build trust. And that's the glue in a long-term marriage. If you're finding yourself arguing about the same things, maybe it's time to talk less and listen more. One sentence I now use regularly is, "Help me understand what you're feeling." That single sentence has opened more doors than any clever comeback ever could. Lesson number 2, you don't marry the same person. Forever, this was one of the most surprising lessons. When I got married, I thought I knew exactly who I was committing to. But here's the truth. They changed. And so did I. Marriage isn't just between two people. It's between two people who will grow, evolve, and sometimes become almost unrecognizable. Early on, I struggled with this change. My spouse became more serious about work, less social, more quiet. I missed the carefree person I married. But over time, I realized change doesn't mean loss. It means growth. We weren't falling apart. We were growing into different seasons of life. The key is to grow together, not apart. That means being curious about each other all over again. What are their new dreams? What stresses them out now? What lights them up? Ask questions. Relearn who your partner is today, not just who they were when you said, "I do." Because the truth is, love is not about holding on to the past. It's about embracing the present and being willing to fall in love with the newest version of your partner over and over again. Lesson number 3, resentment builds in silence. Speak up with love. This one was hard, really hard. And it's the lesson that changed everything. You see, for years, I let little things slide. I didn't want to start a fight, so I swallowed my hurt. I said, "It's fine," when it wasn't. I let go of my needs because I thought that's what a good partner does. But here's what I learned. Unspoken feelings don't disappear. They turn into resentment. And resentment is like rust. It starts small, but over time, it eats away at the foundation of your marriage. There were nights when I felt invisible, times when I felt like my voice didn't matter. And eventually, I started pulling away. Not physically, but emotionally. My heart built walls. My tone got sharper. I became someone even I didn't recognize. The turning point came when we finally sat down, really sat down, and talked honestly. I cried. I shared everything I had held in for years. And to my surprise, my spouse didn't get defensive. They listened. They had their own pain too. That conversation, raw and imperfect, broke something open in both of us. It reminded us that we were a team. Now, we check in regularly. We ask, "Are we okay?" We say things gently but truthfully, because silence may feel safe, but it creates distance. If something matters, say it, with love. It might feel scary, but it's the only way to build a connection that lasts. Lesson number 4, romance evolves. Don't expect butterflies. Every day. Romance. We all love the early days, don't we? Long texts, spontaneous dates, stolen kisses. But here's the thing, no one tells you. Romance changes, and that's okay. There was a time I thought we were falling out of love just because the excitement faded. The butterflies were gone, and life got routine. But I've learned something beautiful. Mature love looks different. It's not always thrilling, but it's deep, stable, and comforting. It's a warm cup of coffee waiting for you in the morning, a gentle hand on your back when you're tired, someone who knows your habits and still chooses you. Of course, that doesn't mean giving up on fun. We still go on dates, leave notes for each other, and find moments of laughter. But we've stopped expecting fireworks every day. Instead, we've learned to treasure the slow burn, the quiet loyalty that only time can create. So if you're worried that the spark is gone, don't panic. Sometimes love isn't loud, it's just steady. And that, my friend, is powerful. Lesson number 5, choose each other daily. Even when it's hard, marriage isn't something you say yes to once. It's something you say yes to every day. Some days are easy, you're in sync, laughing, loving. Other days, you feel distant, tired, even hurt. And it's on those hard days that the real decision is made. There were times I wanted to walk away. We've been through illness, financial stress, and the messy parts of raising kids. We've said things we regret. We've hurt each other. But somehow, we always came back to this one truth. Love is a choice. Choosing your spouse when it's hard, when you don't feel in love, is what builds lasting connection. It's what turns years into decades. Every couple faces storms. The question is, will you let the storm define you, or will you fight through it together? If you're in a rough patch right now, take a deep breath. Don't give up. Talk. Forgive. Try again. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to keep showing up. Marriage, like life itself, is filled with seasons. Some are filled with sunshine, where everything feels easy and joyful. Others are more like winter, cold, distant, and quiet. But every season has a purpose. The hard times teach resilience. The ordinary days teach gratitude. And the joyful moments remind you why you chose each other in the first place. If you stay present, embrace each season with patience, and hold on to your shared values, you'll come through stronger and more connected than ever before. What I'd tell my younger self. If I could speak to my younger self, I'd say this. Love is not just about feelings. It's about effort, grace, and commitment. You won't always feel butterflies, but if you keep choosing each other again and again, you'll build something stronger than butterflies. You'll build a life. Don't expect perfection. Don't keep score. Say thank you often, laugh a lot, and never stop learning how to love better. Marriage is a journey, not a destination. So, those are the 5 lessons I wish I had known earlier in my marriage, especially lesson number 3, which helped us rebuild when we thought we were breaking. If you're married, I hope these reflections give you something to think about. And if you're just starting your journey, may this help you build a love that lasts. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one lesson you've learned about love or marriage? Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.